Hello and welcome everybody. How's it going, guys? It has been a while since we went live, but it's gonna be the playoffs today, and we're gonna start with Karnos eSports versus We Dem Kidz, and I think they are ready. But anyway, Beasley Steven, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. Ready for this last session of the season with good teams. Very interested to see if we see any reverse sweeps there or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, because it's gonna be best of three for every game, but except for the grand finals, it's gonna be best of five. So there's gonna be a bit of different things, and uh, so like making a comeback is very possible, but it's gonna be tough. Like if it's best of three, like you have very less games to actually prove yourself. So you want to have a head start right away and just possibly get a sweep. Anyway, we're gonna start with our first series today. Karnos Esports versus We Dem Kidz.
So we kick off there with We Dem Kidz on the positive side of the kickoff, looking for an early goal, but Sam saving it. Over to Vladimir now. Vladimir pushing up, and Sam there at the back again. Sam maybe taking more of a defensive role so far in the opening few seconds, as Karnos need to sort out their back and try and find momentum to push up, as a shot comes off the backboard for We Dem Kidz. We Dem Kidz playing really well at the start of the game.
Yeah, they definitely are. They're just a few seconds in, they're just pushing very well, and it seems like Karnos Esports, they're like still stuck in the defense. Like they need to figure out how to break through and clear the ball effectively. As you can see, like they're just so quick with clearing the ball and just keeping it at the blue side. So they're trying their best to start with an early goal or something for themselves. 1 minute in, and just still a lot of shots coming in from We Dem Kidz.
Yeah,
Really nice pass. Very good with a double tap. Oh, it's not gonna be there, and just with a follow. It's still not gonna go in, and we're still scoreless.
Yeah, Karnos with their first attack almost ending up in a goal. Hit the backboard twice and a good save from the We Dem Kidz player, as We Dem Kidz are starting to mount another attack. 1 minute and a half in, no goals, as you've just said, as Harrigan takes a shot just a little bit too high. There wasn't anyone that would probably be able to save that, as Jusk hits it, but a nice easy shot for Terra. Terra hits it against the backboard as Harrigan diverts it a little bit to the left-hand side of his defense as he tries to sort out his car. There we go. And over to Vladimir now. Vladimir just hitting it up. Not going to be a problem for Karnos, who's just going to pump it forward as far as Terra. And it's going to be a little bit of a ping-pong at the minute, just back and forth between the two teams. Not really any passing plays, but a great chance here for Karnos, unable to do anything. And overcommitted maybe. Shot just off, but a shot there from Vladimir. Vladimir shoots and he scores 1-0 to the We Dem Kidz side, who has had the most pressure so far this game. And it's almost halfway through the first game with 1-0 to the We Dem Kidz.
Such aggressive start for We Dem Kidz, even though Karnos, like in their first attack, like it was very dangerous, but they're just so quick to force them to play it defensively most of the times, and good pressure will always pay off. And as we saw it, it's gonna be 2-0. I thought he was about to make the save right there, but I believe it's the angle that made it so difficult. And all what it takes is just one goal, and that's gonna be breaking the curse from this game, and that's gonna be followed up with another goal. Sometimes it stays scoreless for so long, and all what it takes is just that one goal to make it even worse and turn everything upside down.
Yeah, not the start that Karnos wanted. 2-0 down, just over halfway through. Definitely not what you wanted to do just after you kick off to concede another goal, but Harrigan looking for the hit. Hits the second time, and a great save there by Vladimir. As Sam now tries to do Sank nice, unable to do so. Terra now pushing forward. Terra didn't get the cross in, so Harrigan can easily clear that up and has a push But yeah, it's just ping-ponging again. Not much passing play, really, between the two sides.
Oh, that's a bit dangerous. The double committed the defense, and it took them a bit longer to actually recover. So the net was like empty for like a quick second, but nobody was there to follow it up actually. So it's like Karnos, they're kind of struggling in the defense. Like from the beginning, they did a really good job at keeping the ball out and all, but it's like so quick to okay, never mind. Okay, a really nice passing from Karnos. Harrigan just sends it off to the wall, and Dusk was there for a very clear shot right there, top corner, and Pearl was like already high, but it was just a few inches away, and finally we get something for Karnos, and 1 minute and a half, it's very possible for them to get an equalizer, and just maybe it's like the warm-up that is really needed for Karnos.
Yeah, and these matches are best of 3 until the final, which is a best of 5. And if you go 1-0 up here, then it's going to be extremely hard to get back in it. If you think you got to win 2 games in a row, and all of these players are very good. As the goal comes for Karnos, they're putting the pressure on right at the end, scoring 2 goals. Sam hitting it against the backboard perfectly for Harrigan, over to Jusk, and the passing play that we haven't seen much of so far this game has finally come through for Karnos, who even the scores with just 54 seconds left.
The team chemistry just shows up, and again, but oh, it's looking very awkward for Karnos. Okay, it's gonna be cleared for now, and okay, Jusk is gonna be able to clear it, but Vladimir decided to follow it from the midfield, and Sam just slowing this one down. It's gonna be off the wall. Now Harrigan with a booming shot almost went in, and it goes for another one. But okay, just like playing the cleanup role in this game. What a beautiful play! Just like every player just being involved in every goal, basically coming from Karnos. That is so beautiful, and they just wake up at the last minute of the game. They make the comeback, and now they are on the lead. 32 seconds left. Can they still hold into it so they could take the first game of the series?
Yeah, absolutely amazing play there from Karnos. Karnos figuring out the passing plays, able to mount a comeback from 2-0 down to 3-2 as the shot comes in from Vladimir and a goal. And it's leveled up again. So it's 3-3 now. Vladimir with the pound against the corner. Nice little bounce back. Vladimir read perfectly. The shot over the player. And it's 3-3 with just 15 seconds remaining.
And it's already going on back and forth. It's like two forces, they're like trying to push against each other's. 10 seconds left, and it seems like we're gonna see an overtime in the first game, but it's gonna be Sam off the backboard. He goes for the follow, it's gonna be a miss, and also Vladimir putting it to the side. And just accidentally bumping Harrigan, who I think he was able to actually take the shot, but it's gonna be an overtime right now, and 1 goal is all what it takes, so it's gonna be very important right now. Like you said earlier, it's gonna be best of 3, so if you take this game, well, you already have a big advantage in the series. And for Karnos, I think this started very slow, but later on, it's like they are warming up very well, and a really beautiful shot coming from Terrarium. What a finish!
Yeah, great goal there from Terra, as the shot comes in, just couldn't quite get there. And the first game is going to go to We Dem Kidz. We Dem Kidz, as you know, did finish above Karnos eSports, who Karnos only just made it into the finals. We Dem Kidz there with that final goal, Vladimir getting that most valuable player award.
I think that's a bit frustrating for Karnos. I'm not sure what they think though, but they finally made a comeback at the end, and they tied it up. They got a lead, and now they actually lost in the overtime. I'm not sure what you think though, but I think that's very frustrating. They gave it their best. They had the edge, but it's like it was lost so quickly. And We Dem Kidz took the first game and they secured it for themselves. And now we're gonna go to the second game. But again, I'm not sure what you think though. Do you think like Karnos will still have the same edge as they did in the last minute of the first game, or it's like it's gonna be something else?
Yes, as we go into the second game, I think this could go either way. as we kick off again now with Karnos getting the better of the starts as Terra comes up. A nice 50-50 there from Just managing to kill it in the middle. As Vladimir now pushes, Terra hits it. Over to Harrigan now. Harrigan for Karnos, gets tackled. But Just is there to carry it on. Just now attacking for Karnos, looking for an early goal, unable to do so. Pearl saving the ball as Sam tries to hit one in the middle, but Vladimir is there. And great pressure to start from Karnos, keeping the ball in We Dem Kidz' half. As Sam then pumps it in again. Pearl managing to hit forward, who didn't have a great start to the first game. Obviously finished bottom of that table, lowest points in the whole 6 players, only getting just over 120 as he's going to want to play better this half. Sam with a shot over to Harrigan. Harrigan shoots and a great goal. Great passing play from Karnos. Karnos playing extremely good passing play. Sam there, straight over to Harrigan. You almost hear the Discord shout from Harrigan to say, center it! Which he does and places it nicely in the bottom right hand.
That was beautiful. It's like every goal, it's like at least 2 players are involved in it, and their passing play is like on point today, and it's amazing. They're just like able to find each others. The communication is just always there every time they're gonna be having the ball. It's wonderful. It's wonderful to see like passing plays in a 3v3 game, and it's gonna be 2-0 for Karnos. What a booming shot from Harrigan. It bounces off the crossbar and it still goes in without a need of a follow-up.
Yeah, great shot there from Harrigan. The passing play and Harrigan taking this team 2-0 up. Now, obviously, he needs 2 wins in a row, as does the rest of his team, to go into the next round in this best of 3. As Just hits it in the air now. Looking good in this second game. As Terra hits it up, over to Pearl. Pearl bumps it over Sam. Pearl still got it, but Harrigan there with the save.
Sam just taking time in the corner. Still trying to at least kill time, just maybe even bait his opponents. And now to Rayem. Just looking for the pass. It's gonna be denied so quickly by Harrigan. This one was easily read, and now Pearl just going for a solo play. He just flicks it over, and it goes in anyway, even though it gets blocked, but it still carries over some kind of momentum, and it's gonna be 2-1 in the second game. It was a very unfortunate moment for Karnos.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, they're just a little bit too far forward was just for Karnos as they are unable to save that. It's now 2-1 to Karnos. Still in the lead, though. 1-0 down in the games, but Harrigan now trying to get over Vladimir, unable to do so. Over to Sam. Sam hits it over Pearl, but Terra will easily clear it up. Now it's a 3v1 situation at the back, but Harrigan manages to just get that on. And there's no one back! Oh, no, now there's 2.
Yeah, it was like looking really empty in the orange side, so for a quick moment and a huge mistouch right there, and back again with 2 goals lead for Karnos. They're just finding ways to secure their lead, and this game is very important, and they can't really let go any of these chances. You can't really spare missing any open net, of course, like not at this level. And we still have like 2 minutes and a half, and could be a kick-off goal right there, but no, it's gonna be up to the post. And Sam with an upfield pass, but this one just looked like it was a bit too deep, so Karnos couldn't really follow it up. Now Vladimir, side to control. It's gonna be Terra, just completely missing it, or maybe faking it.
It's a fake.
Yeah.
No Rocket League player ever openly admits a miss. It's always a fake.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes when you miss the ball, it's so...
Oh, shot!
Oh, no way. Can't just save it. Oh! It goes in anyway, and it's so difficult to make these saves. We have seen a similar moment to this, like in the previous game, and you can't really blame him. It was very awkward, and you just can't really help it. And 2 minutes left. It's like 1 goal difference for We Dem Kidz. It's getting a bit scary, or maybe even stressful for Karnos at the moment.
Yeah, this is when the nerves kick in. You know it's an all or nothing game. If you are Karnos eSports, you lose this, you're out of the competition. No more slip ups, no more mistakes can happen from this team as Harrigan takes a shot,
Oh.
misses, Sam scores 4-2 with a minute and a half left. And maybe the nerves are starting to get to We Dem Kidz rather than Karnos. A little bit missing at the back, not in the right positions, unable to get anything on there for the saves. But now Karnos takes another 2-0 lead as we kick off again with just a minute and a half left.
Yeah, you see, like, they couldn't really put the ball in. Like, they had a really nice passing play, but Sam was there for the cleanup, and he did a really good job at securing it. And back again with 2 goals lead. It's like, it's going back and forth, but it seems like Karnos, they are still winning so far. So it's just like a reminder from We Dem Kidz that we're still not done yet, and we still have a lot to offer. So you gotta be careful in this game.
Oh, double commit there. Terra with the shot, going to be against the backboard. Hits it again, off the backboard again. Pearl's there, Pearl scores.
Almost a triple tap from Terrarium, but Pearl was there for the follow. Oh, okay, maybe not a triple tap, but it was a beautiful double tap that could have been. But once again, it's like 1 goal's difference, and as I was speaking of it, you know, it's like a reminder. And 1 minute left, and exactly how you mentioned, it's like this is where the nerves is gonna be kicking in, because you can't really spare any mistake, or you're gonna be out of the competition. It's gonna be single elimination, of course. There's not gonna be any kind of like loser bracket or whatsoever.
Yeah, they've got to literally play. Oh, they got to play perfectly as Harrigan was in the right position, right time, passing it to himself, to Jusk, sorry, who was against the backboard. Then a nice little tap in from Harrigan, who looks like he's going to be taking MVP in this match. As it's just a 1 goal each side, just 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, just bit by bit, each team scoring.
It's a never ending, I think. So we just have to wait for the timer to hit here. We got 30 seconds left. But it's like, for We Dem Kidz, I think their defensive positioning kinda looking a bit more loose. That is allowing so many cleanup shots coming in. Every time they're gonna be having, having it to be closer for a comeback, or maybe even an equalizer. It's like their defensive positioning can make it a bit harder. So they're letting Karnos eSports, they're having many passing plays. They really need to figure out how to deny their passing plays a bit earlier, because every single time Karnos, they can be having the ball, like somebody else has to be in the right position. And we have seen them how quickly they are when it comes to putting the ball on target so quickly before even the last defender gonna be even having kind of like a reaction time or something like that. So they need to be paying extra attention in the defense. They need to be well positioned and have better comms maybe in the defense, because I think Karnos, they are doing so well. I think it took them just a matter of few minutes in the first game to actually warm up, even though they lost the first game. But right now we're gonna go to game 3, and ever since the last game from the first game, I think the last minute, sorry, from the first game, I think Karnos, they are well warmed up, and I think Karnos could take this game.
Yeah, Karnos, the team finishing just below We Dem Kidz. Karnos finishing on 30 points through the 15 games that they've played, with 10 wins and 0 draws, 5 losses, while We Dem Kidz 10 wins, 2 draws, and 3 losses. I'm not sure if it could come into play that We Dem Kidz are a side that, even if they are losing, they can get back into it. They can force the draw. They can get those extra little points where they needed in the league. But as we kick off for the last game in the series, well, it hits at 1-1. Sam, over to Harrigan. Harrigan centers it over to Terra. Terra, great shot. Jusk gets blown up, and it's going to be an open goal for Pearl. And Pearl managing to get the first goal in this all-or-nothing game.
Definitely not a good look. Like, right off the kickoff, their positioning just looked very, very poor, and we have seen how quickly We Dem Kidz, they managed to push, and everybody was like going for an attack, and somebody got demolished in the defense, and there's like a huge gap, and there's like no way you could save that one. There's nobody home. Nobody was like in front of the goal line, so it was like an early shot for We Dem Kidz. And for Karnos, They did very well in the previous game. They did a really good job at shifting up the momentum. But as of now, it's like it could be very difficult because they went down by 1 goal so quickly in the last game, and now they just have to figure out how to get an equalizer so quickly and shake this one off, and stay positive and keep up with a good mindset to have your reverse sweep in the series.
And a shot coming in there, and an equalizer from Harrigan, and Karnos are back level pegging. Harrigan almost carrying his team in these games. If you're looking at it in a neutral position, Harrigan doing a lot of the work to take it back to 1-1. And 4 minutes left of the game, and this looks to be an amazing game for the first round between two teams who only just really got into the playoffs.
I mean, it's not only that, he feels, oh, okay, that was nasty for Karnos, but nobody was there to follow it up. But Sam, just maybe a flip reset would do, but it's gonna be denied. Now just trying to control it as everybody was attacking, so he had to buy extra time for his teammate. And now Harrigan, as you just as you have mentioned earlier, Harrigan is definitely the MVP for the team right now. He's like doing a lot in the offense and also in the defense, as we have seen him just playing very well defensively, as he just waits for his teammates to rotate back and grab some boost as well. So he's having a very important role in the team, and it's definitely showing. And also those solo plays coming from Harrigan, it's just beautiful how quickly he's able to put his team back on the good mindset and getting an equalizer and quick answer against We Dem Kidz.
Yeah, as we go into just about halfway through the game, and Just takes a shot, but Vladimir saves. Not the best of shots from Just. Couldn't hit it cleanly as Pearl takes that away from the backboard area. A very good clearance, but Just will do exactly the same. Pearl up in the air. Pearl playing better than he did in the first couple, but Just,
no way,
unfortunately, just missing. As we've seen a couple of times from both teams, where in great positions but unable to capitalize. As Harrigan now takes it up in the air, gets blown up in the process as Terra takes a shot. Pearl, as I was just saying about missing shots, Pearl an awesome opportunity, an amazing opportunity to take his team 2-1 up. All he had to do was hit the ball.
Okay, this one could go in actually, and it goes in. Hurricane with a pre-flip, he wasn't able to keep it out, and it's so frustrating. Of course, like, he know the ball was coming in. It's not the best shot. It wasn't way too fast. He was in the right position. You could say that, but even with a pre-flip, he wasn't able to get the block, and now they just have to do it again. They have to make an equalizer happen because there's like no time remaining. It's like 2 minutes left, and it's gonna be the last game. So you really need to give it your best, and especially since We Dem Kidz, they could be very aggressive and force you to play in the defensive side for a bit too long. And the moment you know it, it's gonna be over, and We Dem Kidz gonna be taking it as 2-1 in this series. We have 1 minute and a half left, and Sam just shooting this one really high, and it's gonna be cleared by Vladimir, and Harrigan already up for it. It's gonna be put to the side, and now Jusk, if trying to center it, it's gonna be a 1v1 situation. Almost went in, and still have to find another way to get the ball on the orange side once again for Karnos.
Great interception there from Sam to stop the We Dem Kidz mounting another attack, as Harrigan now looks to clear it, but misses against Pearl, and now Sam able to take that away, running down that right-hand flank. Terra missing it, or repositioning himself to hit it as Harrigan takes a shot. Pearl's got to be there. He is, and a great goal line save from Pearl. An amazing save that could be extremely crucial, but maybe not, as Sam hits it in. If we watch the replay here, Jusk hitting it over to the backboard, hitting it back into the center, and Sam flying like an eagle there.
What an angle, and the speed was just something else. They're just not giving up, they're trying their best, and they finally get an equalizer. They're just not really walking away with that. and they're just trying their best to break the defense. And 30 seconds left. Sam just trying to center the ball, but it's gonna be a mess. And now We Dem Kidz, it's looking very, very shaky as Pearl getting bumped into the ball. And now Harrigan, maybe with another solo play, he goes for the shot and it goes in. Anyways, 19 seconds left, and Karnos, they're about to get their reverse sweep. And this shot, honestly, I wasn't really expecting this to go in. Pearl was like in the right position. Maybe he got bumped into the ball, but for Karnos, this is just incredible. This is a huge moment for them.
Yeah, Karnos looking to be set to going in to the next round as long as they can keep this 15 seconds clear from any goals against them. Just want to clear up a moment ago saying about Jusk flying like eagles. I am talking about the bird, not the team that finished bottom of the season. So, with the ball looking to hit the ground as soon as possible, and it's a win for Karnos. Karnos progresses to the next round. Harrigan, definitely the MVP, in my opinion, and Sam and Jusk maybe have to play a little bit better to get on Harrigan's level. Harrigan maybe not best pleased with his teammates there after the performance he put in, definitely.
That was wonderful. This is like the first game of the playoffs, and like we get to see it take it to the last game, and it's like going back and forth, so many close plays, like solo plays, and also passing plays. Everything looked so good, and honestly, I wasn't really expecting this kind of level. Sure, I was like expecting more of a series play style from both sides, but like this was truly something else, and crazier comebacks happening in the series. GG's and well played. As Karnos, they can be moving to the second round, which is also the semis. They can be playing against Ego Maniacs, I believe. But right now, we're gonna go in a small break as we prepare the next series. I believe it's gonna be Puncture versus Risky Business. So stay tuned for more Rocket League, and we'll see you guys there. And welcome back, everybody. We're about to start the second series of today. It's gonna be Puncture versus Risky Business. We're still not done in the first round, so it's gonna be the final series. Like when it comes to the first rounds, and it's gonna be a Risky Business. You guys know that team. That team has been incredible when it comes to consistency and also capitalizing on mistakes. And right now they're gonna be playing against Puncture, and that team finished at like top three. They made their way up, so it is definitely a good run, and you don't really gonna be expecting a lot of mistakes coming from them because we're in the playoffs, and right now we're not gonna see one-sided games anymore. As we just kick off, and nothing really happening so far. So 15 seconds or maybe 20 seconds in, and nothing much has been going on.
Yeah, Daejon here. With the crossover, Zoa able to get it out only as far as Exile. Exile over to the center, looking for someone, doing an Eagles when no one's there. As Alex Tech now defends it very well over to Mario, the console player. Mario with the shot. A great save there by the Puncture player. As Hoppity Hoy takes another shot. Alex Tech there with the save. Early pressure there from the Risky Business side, who've played so well all season as Zoa sneaking one in. As you see the cross there from Mario, hits against the backboard, a perfect bounce for Zoa. Zoa hits to the floor and sneaks into the top left-hand side.
Using the floor could be very, very unpredictable for your opponents, especially when it comes to taking shots like that. Risky Business had just right now, and if you look at the panic as well coming from Puncture, they double committed and bumped into each other's in the defense, and Risky Business is a team, like I said, is known for being really consistent and punishing you for making the smallest mistakes in the defense. So you really need to be careful when it comes to defensive plays, and you don't really want to double commit because that's what's gonna happen to you if you're gonna be double committing. Just the moment you forget about communication or just have confusion with your teammate who's gonna go for it, and Zoa takes a clean shot. It's not gonna go in and also goes for the follow, but it's still no luck in that, and we're saying on 1-0 for Risky Business.
Yeah, as the Exile now tries to push up, hits against the backboard only as far as Zoa. Zoa able to full boost, taking it straight to Daejon, who goes to Alex Tech. Over to Mario now. Mario trying to do anything, not able to do that. The Exile hitting against the backboard, but there was an explosion. Hobbsy Hoy demoed Alex Tech. And yeah, just demos going on right now.
Yeah, it's like we're barely seeing any kind of control. So, oh, okay, this one goes in. It's like, wait, we have seen this happening in the previous series, where somebody pre-flips forward and they still don't really manage to get the block. And right now the game is tied up. There's like a huge space was given like for Puncture, and they're just so quick to punish. And even like a similar shot to Risky Business one, and Exile, the really nice center, it's gonna be blocked, and now Hoppity Hoy maybe trying to pinch it off the wall. It's gonna be Daejon once again.
Yeah, as XR now tries to clear it, doesn't do a great job, manages to get it in the air only as far as Mario. Almost a perfect pass for Mario. Mario unable to get a shot on target as now Zoa goes up in the air, sort of bounces around in the middle as the XR now pushes forward, needs another tap, unable to do so. Mario passes it straight to Deja. Dejon shoots, Hoppity Hoy saves as the XR now tries another cross in, and Zoa clears it. Zoa as far as Hoppity Hoy. Hoppity Hoy against the backboard. Was going to go down nicely, but a great clearance there.
Zoa with the backboard clear. Now Alctech just trying to use the walls, and another demo coming in. Not sure how many demos there have been in this game. And there's just another one coming from the Exile, as he's just trying to rotate back and trying to take away a player from the opposing team and just having less things to worry about in the field for a quick second. And so having to play this solo, and he does a really good job at keeping it away. And Hoppity Hoy takes a shot, but it's going to be blocked. And now Mario, once again, off to the walls, and it's going to be a pre-flip coming from Zoa. Now Hoppity Hoy on the transition. It's going to be the Exile. Nothing much has been
Oh.
going on. And this one goes in. It's like we're seeing so many goals coming in from mistakes. Actually, it's not really the goals. They're just insanely flashy or anything, but it just the chaos in the defense is just biting so hard for both sides. And right
Yeah.
now, risky business. They go back on the lead with 1 minute and 10 seconds left right now, as the
Yep.
game has very close, and it's also very low scoring.
Puncture with that mistake there, leading to that second goal for Risky Business, as Risky Business is taking a little bit of control in this game. We've seen a few mistakes from both teams, as we would expect in the first game. But, a shot coming in from Daejeon. Daejeon and Zoa saves really well. The Exile now against the backboard. Anyone there? Nope. Alex Tech getting there too late. And a shot coming on from Risky Business, but a nice save. A great opportunity there from Risky Business, and it is scored. Thought maybe the opportunity got away. The Exile there bumping into his teammate Daejeon, which literally gives such an easy free goal to Hoppity.
It's the same mistake as it was like for the first goal in this game. They just bump into each other's, and they give a lot of space for their opponents to. So like they basically have an open net to shoot at, and right now it's like 2 goals lead, and there's like no way of making a comeback at this point. There's like a very small chance, and realistically enough, that's not gonna be possible. So we're gonna have the final countdown as Risky Business. They're gonna be taking the first game of the series. But for Puncture, their defense is just looking really shaky when it comes to not really trusting each other's that much, or just double committing a lot, creating some kind of confusion who's gonna go for it. And Risky Business, like I said, they're just so quick to punish, and there's like they don't really give you time to collect yourself and just maybe even say sorry, and like you get to reposition yourself. And it's like that's not really gonna happen against a team like Risky Business. So for Risky Business, I think they have some kind of advantage in the series. They just need to keep on having the same kind of consistency. As well, if you look at the amount of saves they got, it's like 5 saves. Like they're doing better in the defense so far compared to Puncture. Not a lot of double commits. Even though like had maybe 1 double commit or something like in the defense, but they managed to handle it very well. And right now we're gonna go to the second game in this series. It's gonna be best of 3. So for Puncture, they need to get a reverse sweep, and they need to win twice in a row, and that's where things get to look even more difficult.
Yeah, we've seen it last game, but could it happen again? I feel maybe Puncture just doesn't have that defensive rotations that you need in these last few playoff games to do that reverse sweep. We're seeing too many miscommunication or errors, or just errors in general, where Puncture has just sorry, not Puncture, Risky Business. Wait, yeah, Puncture won the last game, didn't they?
No, it's
No.
Risky Business.
Risky Business. That's what I thought. Yeah, too many mistakes from Puncture so far. As we see another goal there goes from Risky Business. Sorry, I got a little bit confused because the stream was a little bit.
Yeah, I don't blame it's all fine though. But it's like another game where Risky Business they could be having an early lead, and just they could be the first to score, and Hoppity clears it away. He goes for the second touch in the air, and now Daejeon trying to send it back to the orange side, trying to create some kind of chance for his teammate. And Daejeon once again to the corner. Not really the backboard yet. They have even struggling to even use the backboard, because it seems like the corner is like the only thing they could have with this kind of rotation. They are just definitely struggling to keep up with the pace of Risky Business. They're just they're being so speedy, and it's really difficult for them to keep up, especially with poor communication, and especially the defensive mistakes they're having. And as they just go down in few seconds. And right now Daejeon almost controlled the ball with an air dribble, but nothing much has been going on. They're just struggling to create an opportunity for their teammates.
Yeah, very, very poor start from Puncture in these opening 2 games. Puncture playing very much like eSports have most of the season, all their attacks fizzling out with no one there to defend, to attack, and then get hit on the counter-attack as we see Zoe in the air, only as far as Alec. Alec now over to Exile. Exile into the center, gonna need to save from Mario, which he does. Mario still on the ball, still number 1 there. Mario with the hit, gets hit unfortunately out the way, and Alec may able to clear it. As Hoppity Hoy now looking to do something, unable to do anything in just the wrong position. Hoppity Hoy now in control. A great cross in the middle. Oh, a miss, but Zoa with such a bad hit. Bad hits and bad misses coming from everywhere on the pitch. Very unusual to see from a Risky Business side to squander so many opportunities. As Mario now hits it into the center, over to Zoa. Zoa keeps the pressure on. As Hoppity Hoy comes through, can't get anything on it. Exile over to Dejon. Dejon couldn't do anything with it. Back over to Mario. Mario passing it perfectly to the Exile. On the other team, the Exile now trying to make something of it. Alec couldn't get there in time as it will just bounce nicely for Risky Business to take control.
It's getting so sloppy, honestly. Like, we're seeing so many chances for both sides, but it's like the execution isn't really there, and the accuracy or like the final touch in that play is just like not really there. That could have been at least 2-0 for Risky Business, or maybe 1-1 for Puncture, because they had a really nice passing play going on, but nobody was there to execute the final shot, and a really nice passing play coming in, but again, it just Alex couldn't really connect to the last touch, and we're still staying on that 1-0. And for Risky Business, they're just trying their best to secure the lead, because it's getting a bit stressful right now, because Puncture, they're just kind of breaking through the defense and having some kind of chances in the offense, and they're having their passing plays, even though nothing much of a threat going on, but you still need to be extra careful and not throw this and get reverse swept. And it's gonna be another passing play coming from Puncture, and it's gonna be denied, but the Exile, being the last man in the back, he's able to prevent an open net, and Alec with a pass to Dejan, but again, it's not gonna be the best pass, and 1 minute left right now. Puncture, they're just giving it their best shot. Can they do it and maybe get a reverse sweep? I don't know, but it's going on back and forth right now, and anything is possible.
Yeah, some great plays coming from Puncture, but I thought I was about to say, but as the shot goes in, it doesn't. Puncture really turning on the heat in this last minute, as Risky Business finally able to get forward, and Zoe's going to put it into an open net. Some great pressure there from Puncture. Puncture trying to do everything with the great ideas of passing play, just unable to get that last man to hit it. Just missing that last opportunity so many times. We're seeing 3-4 attacks back to back from Puncture, and they were unable to get it in the net. And Risky Business are going to do what they have done all season, and just on the counter attack, soak up the pressure they've had, score, and it looks like it's just going to be a 2-0 as the explosion comes from Mario, and just easily for Zoa to hit it into an empty net.
Okay, well, it was already over. It was 2-0. I mean, the second goal for Risky Business was like the same kind of mistake coming from Puncture. Like, all the defenders were like lined up very close to each other's, so there's like no way of having a clean play coming from that situation. And Risky Business, they just got another chance to have another easy goal. But that demo as well, like to have the final nail in the coffin, like it's like the ultimate disrespect to finish this one over, and especially like it's gonna be a sweep in this series. And the final few seconds, and Puncture is still having the ball up. Maybe they're going for a passing play, but Zoa bumps his opponent into the ball, preventing him from having his play, and the ball gets pinched, and it almost goes in. And Risky Business, they just take it with a sweep, and not like a lot of pressure has been going on against Risky Business, and unfortunate end to Puncture, like especially how they finish it in the standings. Like they get top 3, and this is how they fall in like the playoffs. Like,
Yeah,
this is definitely not satisfying for the team.
Puncture playing so well coming to the end of the season and had a lot of anticipation and a lot of hope going into these playoffs, but unfortunately they just did not turn up today. Puncture did not look like a side that finished in the top 3, let alone the top 6. Very, very unfortunate display from Puncture today. Quite disappointing actually from the team, but risky business. Not letting up, playing well as normal, taking 2-0 in the games and progressing into the next round.
Just like I said, risky business. They're like very, very consistent, and this is what Rocket League is all about. Like you need to be consistent, and you barely have day offs, and that's gonna be helping you out to win a lot of games, especially in tight games like this, and in a really tough competition. So it's not like gonna be a ranked game. So if you just gonna lose it, you're just gonna walk away with it. So that's gonna be fine. But in uh in a big competition like this, for example, yeah, like consistency is like the best thing you could ever ask for, and risky business they definitely have that. And right now we're gonna advance to the semis. It's gonna be Ego Maniacs versus We Dem Kidz, and once again it's gonna be best of 3, and you'll see you guys there. and we're back again with more Rocket League. We're gonna have Ego Maniacs versus Karnos eSports. I kind of made a mistake and said it's gonna be Ego Maniacs versus We Dem Kidz, but it's actually Karnos, so I apologize for that mistake. But we can start right away as the players are ready for it, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump into the action. So do you have like any predictions, Beasley Steven?
Um, I think Ego Maniacs. I think the better team, technically, physically, and mentally. So after watching,
Oh,
well,
okay. Oh, you're right.
after watching
You don't even have to
Karnos,
talk about it.
after watching Karnos in the first game, they were good. But I just think Ego Maniacs, as you can see, going up 1-0 in the first 10 seconds, do have that extra edge. Nothing against Karnos. They're a great team, but sometimes you got to admit that another team's better, and I think this is one of those cases.
Yeah, I mean, Karnos, they looked very good, like especially after making that reverse sweep. So it's not like their game only and their passing play, but also the mentality that they're having. They're not really giving up, and right now they're facing the best team out there, Ego Maniacs. They got the first placement, and you guys know this team. Like, I don't think they have even lost a series before making the playoffs. So I think they only had a draw, and I think that came from Vetu, which is a team that couldn't really qualify for the playoffs. So the team is like barely having any challenge to play against anybody. So this game will be very, very different for Karnos as they go and play against a team that is very, very threatening. And it just like 10 seconds in, they go down by 1 goal. So it is nerve-wracking, I think. And really nice play from Hoodie right there, but couldn't really put the ball in. Now just failing to have control. It's going to be Harrigan.
Yeah, as you say, going down 1-0 in the first 10 seconds isn't very good on anyone's account, but the reaction from the team, from Karnos, has been absolutely amazing. Tightened up the defense almost immediately after that lapse in concentration. Maybe didn't start as quickly as they wanted to, and now they're starting to mount a little bit of pressure onto Ego Maniacs. As you see there, Sam just demoing the Ego Maniacs player as a save now from the same player as Sketch over to Hooded. Hooded takes the shot just with a save. Swiss over to Sketch. Sketch shoots. Sketch scores a great goal. How Sketch turned his car, I'm not sure. You see the save there from Just quite high up the pitch. And
no way!
Able to jump off the wall, turn his car into a position to be able to shoot. It was almost an impossible shot, but he manages to do it, and he's doubled his team's lead to 2-0.
No way, that angle is just so difficult. And Swiss just made it look like it was so easy. And for Ego Maniacs, they're also really, really good with the mechanics, so you need to be careful. Like, they could still pull a play against you if it's gonna be an awkward angle like that one, as you just saw from Swizz. That was just incredible. 2-0 so far for Ego Maniacs, and they're already off with a solid start. And the team is also known for going for freestyling once they are on the lead and feeling really confident, and they're like not really gonna have any kind of challenge to go through in any series. But right now it's like the playoffs, so you really need to be taking it seriously. But it's gonna be very interesting if Ego Maniacs gonna be trying to freestyle. But as I was speaking, it's gonna be just putting this one in. It was very questionable why Sketch took it to that place, and that resulted in a goal immediately, and you don't really want to risk it to...
Yeah, great pass there from the Sketch. A perfect pass. I would have been happy with that. That was a pass to me as Hooded tries to take the shot, unable to do so. Harrigan now, the MVP from last game, couldn't get it really too far as Sketch keeps the pressure on over to Sam. Sam's pushing. Sam gets it over Hooded just... Hooded managing to just get a tap on as you see Sam blow up Sketch there as Jusk now with the shot over to Sam. Sam scores, and just like that, from 2-0 down, level. Jusk there with the 50-50 with Swizz, the shot, and Sam there just hitting it into the net, nice and central. Nobody there to get it from it, and from 2-0 down and a bad start to holding one of the best teams in the league, one of the best teams all year. Now 2-2 with just 2 minutes left.
I mean, you don't really want to take it easy, and we have seen some kind of questionable play coming from Maniacs, that is just sending the ball for their opponents, and they got one. And right now they got an equalizer. It's gonna be Hooded off the backboard. Couldn't really find the target, and now Swizz back to Hooded and almost got the shot, but it's gonna be Sam. They're not gonna be going through the same kind of mistake and not really respecting some awkward angles coming from Maniacs, as they have proved themselves what they're able to do with the mechanics, as they're just a bit of misunderstanding or maybe miscommunication coming from Karnos, and Sketch is there to follow this one up, and Maniacs, they go back on the lead, and that was a really good 50 from Maniacs, and look at Sketch, how fast he was for that read, and again they are back on the lead, and it's nothing. It's like they score whenever they want to.
Yeah, 3-2 now. They may have got worried just when the equalizer came in after maybe a little bit of messing about or a big mistake from the from Sketch, who is playing very well so far this game. As Explosion Harrigan exploded Wiz, and it's level again. Sam now with the goal. You see Harrigan there crossing it in. The explosion from Harrigan, and just getting Hooded out of the way for Sam to hit it in to an open net.
I mean, Karnos, they're just... This is not a normal play. They're just pulling these kind of plays against Maniacs, and the game is tied up, and they're getting equalizers against a team like Maniacs. That is a really, really big thing, and it's not just a normal team, of course, so this definitely means a lot for Karnos, and it's slowly giving them the edge and also the confidence that they really need to have to possibly have some kind of an upset and take down Maniacs in the semis.
Imagine the absolute scenes if Karnos do the impossible and defeat a Maniacs team who throughout the season has been amazing and has only lost once.
I mean, if they take this win, it would be possible to stay on it, but Hooded with a flip reset, almost a 0-second goal, but we get it going in overtime in the first game of the series, and Karnos, they're just doing so well against a team that is just so strong, and they're having the best results in the season so far.
Yeah, as we see Sketch now taking gets it past Harrigan, and a beautifully placed shot. You see Swizz there hitting up Jusk with the pass to Sketch, unfortunately. Sketch, that beautiful angle he found, finding the right-hand side of the goal, and Maniacs, the team that have just played so well all season, has survived a scare in the first match of their best of three.
I mean, the moment you think that it's going to be safe and you just try to clear it off to the walls or to the corner, that is the right decision. But you really need to be careful if there's like anybody else anticipating your clear to follow it up so quickly before you even get to recover. So it was like going to be a quick 3v2 play, and that's exactly what happened. Like Maniacs, they managed to finish the overtime so quickly in a matter of 11 seconds. Like I said, it's like they are scoring whenever they want to. This is like how good they are. Like they're able to pull crazy plays, crazy angles. Their accuracy could be really, really scary. And Karnos, like, they're doing well, but it's like it's not well enough to help them to deliver an upset and beat Maniacs in the semis.
Yeah, as you see there, Maniacs taking the first game with more goals than shots. That's an interesting one for you.
Yeah, we're gonna have the second game of the series, and for Karnos, maybe this could be another reverse sweep as we start with an early offensive play from Maniacs, and it's gonna be Hooded taking the shot a bit too early. And a really nice block. Now Sketch with a pre-jump. It's gonna be Hooded sending this one high. It's gonna be challenged by Sam, adding extra pressure on Maniacs to not to have enough time and space to find some control.
Swizz there with the shot you just saw. That got saved nicely just with the clearance. But it's going to go all the way over to Swizz. Swizz looking to pass it, but Sam gets there before. Sam looking to capitalize as the ball bounces round. Just unable to do anything with it. Sketch looking to get it away as Hooded blows up Sam in retaliation to the demo that we just saw a few seconds ago. As Harrigan tries to pass it in, unable to do so. Over to Jusk. Jusk now trying to get it centered. Again, missing the opportunity. Sam now, as far as Swizz. But Sam still got it. It's still just bouncing around in that corner. If anyone can get a good crossing way, there could be a goal. But it's just stuck in that corner right now as Jusk gets it back into that corner, looking for the cross, unable to do so. As Harrigan now centers it over to Sam. Sam wasn't in the best position, keeping it in that far right-hand corner. As Hooded desperately tries to get it away, only as far as Jusk. Jusk now in the air against Swizz. Jusk over Swizz, over to Sam. Sam centers it, only as far as Sketch. Sketch now, a boom upfield and had to be saved, and Harrigan was able to save it.
You can see that it's a really good pressure to have against Eager Maniacs. It's not so easy to have a pressure like that against that team. And even though it's like not really resulting in a big play, but it's not easy to keep Eager Maniacs stuck in the defense for that long, like 2 minutes right now. And Eager Maniacs, they are trying their best to find a way to clear it. And it's gonna be another shot, but it's gonna be saved for now. And Sketch coming out the ceiling, he still has his flip, and he's gonna be challenged by Jusk. And Jusk once again back with another challenge. It's gonna be Hooded, and he takes a shot. He's gonna go to the far right side of the field, and yeah, it's like Karnos, they're doing very, very well with the offensive play, but I feel like it's a matter of time until this could backfire really, really hard against them, as they can be forgetting about the defensive rotation, and yeah, there it is, and Sketch putting one goal for his team, 1-0 halfway in, and yeah, like I said, it's some kind of like a good pressure, but just overdoing it over and over again, it's like you definitely gonna forget about the defensive rotation, and that's where it's gonna bite you really, really hard. And that's how Eager Maniacs found their opportunity to take down Karnos' pressure. And just the moment they break through, it's not just gonna be a clear, but also a goal for them, as they are now taking the lead. And it's gonna be Hooded with a really nice passing play to Swizz, but couldn't really put the ball in.
Yeah, the constant pressure for the first half of the game from Karnos. That was looking like they could have snuck a goal, but just pushing too far forward, and Ego Maniacs maybe giving them a false sense of safety, as then they would just like boom one across. As Harrigan now takes a shot, it's going to be slow enough for Hooded to save, as it goes over to Sketch. Sketch not in the best position with his car, as Hooded there, you see, grabs that full boost. Now he can be in control. Not for long as Jusk takes it away. It's going to bounce nicely for Jusk. Jusk able to get it centered, but doing an Eagles and no one there to capitalize, as Swiss now takes it away. Swiss attacking for Ego Maniacs, trying to double their lead. Jusk dispossesses him. Jusk as far as Sketch. Sketch hitting it up. An explosion there from Hooded to Harrigan to put it into an empty net. Unable to do so. It was empty. The second bounce, and Jusk with the save. And Jusk now with also with a clearance, as Sketch keeping the pressure on. And yeah, it's just really a little hard right now.
Yeah, it's a really good pressure though coming from Ego and Maniacs. It's like they're doing it way better than Karnos. It's at least resulting in a lot of panic in the defense and just forcing them to go for a lot of high jumps and forcing them to waste a lot of boost. And that's where things gonna be so difficult for them to keep up, especially at this speed, and as they're just so desperate to have one goal, to have a chance to stay alive in the series and possibly have a reverse sweep. And now Sam just zero boost and able to get the ball out, maybe just taking the shot. It's gonna be a double commit, but it's still working fine for Ego Maniacs, and Sketch with a solo play carries this one over, but couldn't really put the ball in. But that was a really good play, and it's already killing enough time, and that is really, really needed for Karnos. But the final 10 seconds right now, could we see a miracle and you get to see a 0-second goal? It's gonna be Sketch taking the shot, maybe off to the corner. Sketch back to his teammate. It's gonna be challenged by Sam and just takes the shot. It's gonna be up, and Harrigan with a 0-second equalizer. They stay alive in the series. Are you kidding me?
What a shot! Jusk hitting it over Hooded. Hooded couldn't do anything about that. He had to save it. He was hoping, he was praying that no one was breathing down his neck, but right behind him to smack it in out of reach from Harrigan. And Karnos on the brink of doing the impossible here. Over in overtime. This is an all-or-nothing game for the side. As the shot comes in off the backboard, Sam trying to capitalize on it, trying to get a quick goal. Unable to do so. Sketch there. Sketch is going to hit it in the open net, and it's heartbreak for Karnos. Karnos played so well against the team that is so good that we've seen all season. They've only lost one game, and this is why. It's because they come up in situations like this and score goals. Maniacs with the win, but it was nowhere near as easy as the scoreline suggests. A 2-0 win here. You would have thought it was a very, very, a much closer match.
Well, that one stings so hard, like 2 overtimes, but like a 0-second equalizer. That is just crazy. Like forcing Maniacs to have like go through overtimes, like they're already showing the potentials that Karnos have in this like competition. But this is how it ends. It just ends so quickly, and Maniacs are like ending every overtime in a matter of seconds, and that was a disastrous end for Karnos. Like very unfortunate, but they put a really, really good fight against a team that is just so strong, and they pushed it to like overtime in every game. That's still a good thing, but they're showing their results, and this is a tough luck. And GG's though, Maniacs are gonna be securing their place in the finals as we go in a very small break to prepare the semis. Team Black Diamond versus Risky Business. So stay tuned. We'll see you guys there. I'm back strong. We're back, but with a small announcement to let you guys know that it's gonna be a team like Diamond, We're gonna have to wait for them a bit more for them to ready up. So we're still gonna go in this break as we prepare the semis, and I think they showed up. I think they showed up. So I just speak of it. Yeah, I think they're joining in.
Yep.
I think we can start. So
Hey.
it was supposed to be like just a quick heads up about that you're gonna have to go through like maybe more of 5 minutes, but I think we can start the semis. Team like Diamond versus Risky Business, and it's gonna be a very very interesting series. And yeah, I'm really excited for this. They are joining in. They are running up. So let us know, guys, in the chat, like when it comes to the predictions. For me, I think it's gonna be Team like Diamond having a sweep in the series. I'm not sure about you though. By the way, BC Steven.
I would agree. Yeah, I would agree. After seeing how Risky Business played in the last game and what we know of Team Black Diamond with Brian there with a shot straight away, I would assume and I would place money on Team Black Diamond winning as Brian there with the save after the shot just a few seconds ago. An explosion there from Mario to Acrotic. Now Zoa keeping it in the corner over to Hoppity Hoy. Hoppity Hoy over to Zoa. Great save by Frosty the Snowman. Frosty clears it as far as Hoppity Hoy. Hoppity Hoy over to Brian. Brian now just killing it in that middle as Zoe is able to hit it. Over to Mario. Mario couldn't get there. Acrotic was there first. Hoppity Hoy keeping the pressure on. Over to Zoe. Zoe with a shot and a beautiful goal. We're not even a minute in yet. And the underdogs, Zoe, with a great shot. You saw Hoppity Hoy, the great pass there, hitting it well into the air. And Zoa couldn't hit it any nicer into that top right corner. And the underdogs are up 1-0 so far in this game.
I think it's either like a misread coming from Frosty when it comes to that shot, or just like he hit the ramps as he was like trying to stay back post to wait for the shot, but he managed to redeem himself so quickly. Look at this beautiful angle, top corner, to answer back so quickly at Risky Business, and we're tied up. It's like it's like they didn't really concede a goal, so we're even right now.
Yep,
That was
back
so
to the
quick.
drawing board. As we kick off for the third time in a minute as Brian goes up. Brian, only as far as Zoa. Zoa with a shot on target with the save. Acrotic over to Mario now. Mario hitting it onto that left-hand side as far as Brian. Mario unable to get that second hit, but Hoppity Hoy was right behind. Hoppity Hoy missing the ball, but managing to blow up Acrotic with a shot on target, and Hoppity Hoy answering back so quickly there. You see the explosion there, and Zoa taking full advantage of that over to Hoppity Hoy. Hoppity Hoy managing to change his car in the middle of the air beautifully and manages to get that goal in. 2-1 now to the underdogs. Risky Business.
He was going for the bump, so it looked like he was missing the bump. I didn't really. Oh, okay, like Frosty, like in a few seconds for like the second time, it's always gonna be Frosty.
I don't know what to think of that. It just 4 goals in 1 minute and 1 minute and 16 seconds. We're back to where we started. A great goal from both sides, and it just does not feel like they know how to defend either side. As we go again, and another goal. Mario, 3-2 now.
Okay, are we gonna see another answer coming from Frosty, like in quick seconds, like right off the kickoff? I'm not really sure, but I think maybe that's gonna be happening. I mean, he done like twice, so but right now it's like Risky Business. They are on the lead finally, but I think if Risky Business they can be sneaking in another goal, I think that could be tilting maybe for team like Diamond, because they always have to respond back. That is a thing for team like Diamond in this game so far. They're just always in the disadvantage and having to score back at their opponents to stay even. And really nice pass, but nobody was there to follow it. Frosty with a really nice shot, or maybe even a pass, but none of that was working. And Frosty back again with another center ball. It's gonna be Brian collecting this one up.
Yeah, as we know, Team Black Diamond, a very good team, have lost 2 this season in the normal league, but just be aware that one of those losses was due to a no-show as the shot goes in from Mario, and the misread there from the from the Black Diamond players. Mario with the shot off that sidewall at about the middle, and Frosty and Brian unable to do anything about it, and this is not the start that Black Diamond want. They're not the first game that they need.
It is definitely the start, and like I was talking about how they just have to respond back against risky business in, like, after every goal, and right now they are down by 2 goals, and I think that's where it just kind of makes some change in the mindset that they have to make it like 2 goals, and it's gonna be even harder, and that's where things start to collapse for Team Black Diamond, and it's very unusual to see them falling down and just like this, like being not consistent in the defense and being so easy to score against. That is just not the same Team Black Diamond that I've seen before the playoffs, as Brian takes it to the backboard, maybe trying to double tap this one in, and Frosty once again sending the ball to the backboard, and no one's there to follow, and there's Frosty getting a hat-trick, 3 goals so far by this guy alone, and he's just incredible how he's able to get those follows, and okay, he actually stole the goal. I thought it was like maybe a small change in the direction of the ball, but it was a steal, and 1 goal closer for Team Black Diamond to get another equalizer.
Yeah, as just remember, guys, that even though it is 4-3, we still have a whole 2 minutes left. Usually seeing with a scoreline with this many goals that maybe there's half a minute left, maybe it's a last-ditch attempt. They've got just under half the game left to find an equaliser, as Acrotic looks to find it, unable to do so. Over to Brian now. Brian trying to do so, but Zoa with the boom, the pinch there off the backboard. I thought it was going in. Obviously not, as Mario tries to challenge Frosty, unable to do so. Hoppity Hoy here, 50-50, comes off better for Team Black Diamond as Team Black Diamond push only as far as Zoa. Zoa on this right-hand side of attack, unable to get that pass, manages to hit Acrotic out of position as Brian can't do anything about it. Mario with a shot, but hits the inside of the post and bounces away for Brian to turn defense into attack for Team Black Diamond. Only for a moment. Hoppity Hoy hits it against the backboard, looking for Mario. Mario across the backboard should have scored, in my opinion, but Hoppity Hoy now still on the attack. Great pressure from Risky Business here, as Mario still with the attack. A misread from Acrotic as the shot comes in. Double commit from Hoppity Hoy.
Mario having to play it solo to get some extra time for his teammates, but he does it, and they're all back, so it's fine for now. And Frosty, his shot gets blocked, and another pinch for Risky Business favor. And you remember the first one, it didn't really go in, but right now it just goes in, and it's like a save and a pinch like at the same time, and 2 goals lead right now for Risky Business. 30 seconds left, and it must be so frustrating. They get a moment like that, the ball doesn't really go in, but you can say that it was a bit of unlucky play for Team Black Diamond, as they are always down by 1 or 2 goals in this game so far. And right now they get to concede a goal like that. It's definitely not the best goal to concede, so it would be really harmful to the mindset to have, like, especially saying that, oh yeah, you conceded a very lucky goal or something like that. So it's really difficult to go through. And the final 5 seconds, and Risky Business, they're still looking for more goals, even though it's already over. The ball is still alive, and Brian looking for a crazy redirect, couldn't really get it, and now Hoppity Hoy keeping the ball alive, and Frosty takes a shot, but nothing really happening. But Risky Business, they're doing way too good. Like, I wasn't really expecting Risky Business to even win a game. Like I said earlier, like I thought Team Black Diamond will sweep them, but for now it's like we're seeing maybe more mistakes coming from Team Black Diamond than Risky Business. They're just being so consistent, like in offense or like in defense as well. But it seems like the thing that is lacking from both sides, I think, it's the accuracy. I think it's a very high scoring game for sure, but it could have definitely been even more goals for both sides if we want to look at the amount of the shots and also the saves from both sides. But Risky Business, they're just dominating, and who knows, they could make it to the finals, and they could be the team that is going to be delivering an upset and win the championship. Who knows?
Yeah, and just remember that Risky Business is a team made by ligaraketa in a way. So what Risky Business has done throughout their time from being made through ligaraketa is absolutely amazing. And look, they're on the brink of maybe beating the best team that there is, like one of the best. Black Diamond, the only reason they finished second is because they didn't turn up to one of their games. If they turned up to that game, arguably they probably would have won it, and then they probably would have been in first position. Let's all be honest.
Yeah, it's like a different team Black Diamond that from what we used to see before the playoffs. They looked so consistent back then, but right now it seems like they're really nervous and they're always in the disadvantage, and they have to make it up and just respond back at risky business. Sorry.
You got that.
Yeah, just leaking the script by an accident. It's gonna be Zoa. Okay, that could have been a really good shot, but it was blocked, and 80 seconds in, and back again with the risky business. They are having the edge in the offense and having more shots, and it's gonna be helping Tihoy.
I think he may have run out of boost there.
Yeah, he did. I think he was like able to find some control, but I think he could get the read and keep on going, but the boost was kind of a problem. And now Acrotic, maybe with a double step, but nobody was there to follow, and there's like an up net for a quick second, and that could have been the leading goal for Team Black Diamond to help him to stay confident in the series and maybe have an early start in this one and get the reverse sweep.
Yeah, if any team you would think to get a reverse sweep, it would be Team Black Diamond there. As Hoppity Hoy with a great save from Brian, as Frosty now makes it central. And, a great shot there, but just slightly off target from Mario, the console player, as Acrotech now tries to do something fancy. Able to get it past one, not past two, as Frosty and Brian there almost clashing, but a great jump from Brian just at the right time. Would have been some good communicational skills from the Team Black Diamond players in their call. As Mario now takes the ball on this right-hand side, looking to do Acrotic, unable to do so. Hoppity Hoy now 50-50 with it and probably comes off the better of the two. Keeps it up in the air. Only got one boost, so not able to do much. Still manages to get off the backboard over to Zoa, but a great save by Acrotic there. As Mario with the shot, unable to get anything off Hoppity Hoy! Hoppity Hoy with the goal.
Look at that read, it was so speedy. There's no way I could read that one so fast and beat the defender, like especially against a team like Diamond. Like, that is something else, and Hoppity Hoy does it like it's nothing, and risky business, they have the lead. Oh, okay.
Think about how, if Hoppity Hoy would have missed that shot there, it would have been an open net. It was a big risk. Hoppity Hoy had to get that right, and he did.
And you know, like, that moment, it's like, where it's like a reminder that just because you can hit the ball doesn't really mean you have to. And I think if the defender hit the ball, I think that could have been an on goal, and it would have been the silliest on goal in the entire season so far. And he did a really good job at trying to stay calm. And okay, it's gonna be Frosty once again coming back with another equalizer.
Yeah, Frosty the equalizer specialist there throughout this game and the last game. Frosty getting a hat-trick in the last game, unable to take the victory, but equalizing now and giving Team Black Diamond hope. Remember, it's an all-or-nothing game for Team Black Diamond. They lose this, they're out of the competition. The team who were arguably one of the best, possibly could have or should have finished top of the division, could be out to a team that's lost 3 times.
Now Hoppity Hoy trying to center the ball. It's gonna be Frosty sipping it up in the defense, and he's not only equalizer specialist, so he's doing more offense, more than the offense plays. So he got like he's very well-rounded. I think like he's also showing up in the defense as well, and just able to slow things down to help his teammates to collect themselves. And it's gonna be a backflip coming from Brian, but Mario isn't quick enough to follow. It's gonna be Zoa, maybe off the backboard. He's able to get the touch, but I think it would have been a lot better if he left it for his teammate, because he couldn't really get a clean shot. And right now,
glory.
Straight up.
Oh, whoa! Wow! Wee! What? Mario hitting it and pinching it with Hoppity Hoy. Amazing play there.
No way, get out of here. There's like no way you could pull a play like that in the semis, like in a tough competition to get like an aerial pinch. Like, okay, it wasn't really that high, but getting a pinch, it's very, very unlikely to happen. And this is how risky business they can be taking the lead once again. They just take it with Sal. 1 minute and 10 seconds left. It's gonna be Hoppity Hoy. This guy has been the playmaker for risky business. He has been sipping it up when it comes to midfield control, and just has been doing a really good job at assisting his teammates in all kind of plays. And Zoa taking his time with this, going for an upfield pass, and it's gonna be a demo coming from Acrotech, just taking out a player in the offense from risky business. And now Zoa putting this one down, and not a wise choice, but Brian failing to put a threatening shot on target. And now it's gonna be a booming clear.
Oh no, it's not.
Oh, almost went in, and 30 seconds left right now. So for risky business, they're just making it rain when it comes to those shots until the timer hits 0. And who would have guessed that risky business would be making it to the finals against a team like Ego Maniacs? But right now we're still in this game. 15 seconds left. Can team like Diamond have a reverse sweep?
15 seconds to prove what they're worth. And Acrotech with the 6 seconds left. It's going to have to come quick. It's going to have to come now. As he cannot hit the ball, cannot hit the floor, but Hoppity Hoy, as you see there at the end of the screen, wants to get it down as soon as possible. And one of the favorites in the competition are out to risky business. Both myself and you, Rojo. We assumed that Team Black Diamond were going to take it 2-0. We assumed that Team Black Diamond were just better, but risky business proved us wrong, stepped up to the plate, and performed like I haven't seen them perform all season.
You know, we still have seen at least an upset, and looking at Team Black Diamond performance before the playoffs, like, they did so well, so it would make sense to expect things to go in their favor, but they get swept by risky business, and the team is just looking so scary when it comes to consistency. And also Maniacs, they're also looking very, very scary. They're going to be playing against each other's in the grand finals, and it's going to be best of 5, and we're going to go in a very small break as we prepare it. And stay tuned, it's going to be the last game of the championship. It's a very, very long season, and it's going to be very interesting who's going to be winning. Can risky business deliver an upset and beat Ego Maniacs and just surprise us all with those crazy plays? Stay tuned for like 5 minutes, and we're gonna be back with more Rocket League. And we're back for the final series of today. It's gonna be the grand finals. Ego Maniacs versus Risky Business. It's gonna be a best of 5 series. And nobody has even guessed that Risky Business would make it this far, but can they finish it off? It's gonna be against Ego Maniacs, as we have already kicked off in the first game. And now who did? With an infield pass, it's gonna be Sketch shooting this one over, and what a save from Zoa! That was incredible read, and like the timing to also just go for the jump like that. And now Hoodie already on another attack. It's gonna be Swizz, but the defense is just looking incredible for Risky Business from the start. They're just keeping up so well against these crazy plays coming from Ego Maniacs.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game at best of 5 for this final as we see a shot comes in from Hooded and he scores. 50 seconds in, and Risky Business did so well in the first 50 seconds, but Hooded there able to get the shot away and the goal. One thing Risky Business will have to make sure is to not overcommit, to not get carried away, and do not get excited if they are attacking, if they are pushing forward, not to overcommit, not to do anything silly, because this is a team in Ego Maniacs that is the best. That is a great team, and it's going to be extremely, extremely hard to beat. As we see Hooded now. Hooded carrying the ball as far as Zoa. Zoa stops it. Over to Sketch now. Sketch trying to pass it to Swizz. Swizz is going to get there before Zoa. No, he doesn't. Sketch passing it back to Hooded. That could have been dangerous because Hobbity Hoy was there. Mario now. 50-50 was Hooded. Hooded over to Swizz. Swizz passing it to Sketch. Unable to do anything about that. Now Zoa is a couple of inches away. Over to Mario. Mario across the side trying to get across it. Unable to do so. So Swizz now with the attack. Missing the ball. Oh, Hooded managing to get it back. Hooded as far as Hobbsy Hoy. Hobbsy Hoy now stretching down that right-hand side. Looking for Zoa. Zoa can't get there. Hooded is just going to knock it away. Over to Mario. Mario the console player. Mario back to Hooded. Hooded to Swizz. Swizz getting tackled, as does the other player. As Sketch now tries to make an attack, trying to double their lead now. As Sketch, just toying, just toying.
Oh, what? A fake and followed by a Doomsday Dish? No way. Sketch is just pulling crazy plays in the grand finals, forcing two players to panic and just go for the jump, and Zoa left alone, not knowing what to do, and Sketch just putting this one in and just looking so smooth. 2-0 so far for Ego Maniacs, and the team is just, they're not stopping with those flashy plays. They're still able to get them going even in the grand finals, where you're going to be expecting the nerds to be showing up, but they're still putting those crazy plays, angles, redirects, or like whatever you could call them. They're just looking so good, and I think pulling plays like this could be very, very important to stay confident and not look stressed, and also seeing your teammate just looking like it's like just a normal game, and it really helps a lot for the entire team to have a really good mindset and not to have any kind of stress or anything else that could be holding you down. But almost a flick coming from Risky Business can be denied so quickly, and now Sketch putting this one low, and Hooded just trying to have a freestyling play, and Swizz for the shot. But incredible save once again from Risky Business. They are able to read those passing plays like a book, and they're still staying down by 2 goals. 1 minute and 45 seconds left.
Yeah, such big heart coming from this Risky Business team so far, with just a minute and a half left. And another shot coming from Mario. Another shot coming from Hooded with Mario with the save. As a cross comes in, and a save from Sketch.
Zoa? No way. Just a huge miss from Zoa right there. That is just... it's too much to get over with, and Sketch. Okay, that was a beautiful angle. 3-0 so far, and the game has already been won for Ego Maniacs, but Zoa could have a chance to get a goal right there, but he just ended up flipping to the side, and just the panic is really, really showing for Risky Business. Maybe they just like couldn't really believe it that they made it this far, and it's definitely showing, and it's not a good thing at all. Maybe just the first game you want to shake it off, and it's gonna be best of 5, so you still have more games to prove yourself. but you really can't risk going down by 2 games or like maybe or even 1 game against Ego Maniacs, as they are still freestyling on you in the grand finals. That is something else to go through.
You saw on your screen there, Mario trying to demo the last player in goal for Ego Maniacs, unable to do so. So that's why we're still at 3-0 here. As Zoa with the shot, unable to get anything from it, as Risky Business unable to find that goal that they need. If they're gonna try and get anything from this first game, they need to do it now. They need to get a goal in the next few seconds to have any chance as the cross comes in there. Only as far as Sketch. Sketch pumps it upfield as far as Mario. Mario hits it in the center. 50-50 with Swizz, unable to do anything. As we just see the 10 seconds now. Countdown comes up, and it is going to be Ego Maniacs with the first round, regardless of what happens from now. And a good start from Ego Maniacs, but great heart from the team of Risky Business.
It's a great play coming from Ego Maniacs. Like, they are still able to find each other. They are able to get some nice looking plays and goals and all. But for Risky Business, it's just like they're showing not so good signs. They're like being very nervous, like messing up some shots that could have been easily in, or at least they would have got the contact in the ball at least. But we're seeing some serious nerves for Risky Business, and it's the grand finals. They have made it this far, and I wasn't really expecting them to make it right here, like maybe at least on the second place. But they need to shake it off and just try to focus and play just how like they did in the earlier games, as they just playing against Ego X. Of course, that team isn't gonna be letting them have it so easy. But that is just a really good start for Ego X. It's like 3-0. So many flashy plays going in their favor, and we're about to go to the second game of the series. And like I said, it's gonna be a best of 5, so we can have more games. It might be possible for Risky Business, but as of for now, it's like I think the favorites like gonna be helping them because of those nerves and like those mistakes that shouldn't really be there. As I was talking about how consistent they look when they're playing, but right now it's just like some kind of miscommunication every time they can be having a chance in the offense, or some kind of like maybe side flipping or even back flipping when it comes to taking the shots. And there you go, just a double commit, but things are fine so far. And Hoodie getting completely demolished, and Zoa trying to take control, and Sketch trying to retaliate for his teammate, and it's gonna be Hoppy to High. Maybe a backboard read, but it's not gonna be there. And Hoodie with the booming clear, it's gonna be Swizz putting this to the corner. He goes for the foul, he's able to get the center, and Hoodie with a quick shot. It's not gonna be in, and Zoa once again stepping it up in the defense, and Hoppy to High clearing this one. Now Swizz putting this one to the left side, and we're seeing better plays coming from Risky Business. They seem to be very well positioned. They are very ready for like a defensive play or an offensive play, so they're just ready for any kind of shot to go ahead and take it.
Yeah, as we see now, Sketch getting it away from his own half. A game that isn't vital for Risky Business to win. They won't lose the competition if they lose this game, but it will almost put every nail in the coffin there. As a shot comes in, so we're unable to save it, but it was just slightly off target. Hits both sides of the post as Hoppy Hoyer there kills the ball there. Only as far as Swizz. Swizz able to get it into the attacking areas. Hooded now. Back over to Swizz. Swizz trying to find Hooded, unable to do so. Zoa was there, but Sketch in the air, nice and quickly. A shot on target, but Hoppy Hoy there with the save. It's up high. Swizz is going to have to do something about it. Swizz now. Still with the ball, unable to do anything, and Zoa!
He just came out of nowhere. Nobody was even looking at him. And he just came right from behind Swizz, or maybe even below his car, and shoots the ball on target. And 1-0 for Risky Business. They take the lead against Ego Maniacs. That is a very big moment for Risky Business. They just need to stick in another goal to maximize their potentials to win this game and have a better chance of delivering an upset. And winning against Maniacs in the grand finals.
Yeah. So Risky Business has given themselves the tools so far in this match. Oh, to get a win to level the series as the shot comes in there now. Swiss with a save. Zoa with a shot on target. It's 2-0. It's 2-0. The team that is sitting, just creeping in. The team that has finished third this series has taken the league leaders 2-0 in the second game.
It still might not be safe because we have seen Maniacs responding back really quickly and with style as well. So you need to be careful as Catch takes it for an air dribble and also double tap, and Hoodie takes a shot and Swizz with a follow. It's gonna be off the post and they're still scoreless, and Swizz having a center ball, but for Risky Business that is incredible. And okay, they managed to respond at Risky Business, but I was like, speaking of how the defense looked really awful for Maniacs, like the double commit and also a poor touch coming from Swizz as he was like trying to clear it, and like going down by 2 goals like from a team like for like Risky Business, it's like a disrespectful thing, and like especially after like keeping a really good record, and Hoodie with a clean flick right there, and Sketch just the accuracy isn't really there for Maniacs, and for Risky Business it's definitely a good sign for them to keep going. 2 minutes left and Hoodie kinda not positioned well. Now Mario
Ooh.
taking his time on this, and
a mistake maybe.
Though, and Catch faking his opponent even though he just doesn't really have his hands on the ball. Now Sketch coming up the ceiling. He got like 10 boosts and a dream and couldn't really make anything happen with the ball. 1 minute and a half left, and Hoodie just dribbling this ball away. It's gonna be followed by Swizz and off the crossbar, and Zoa is there to clear it away. This guy's been showing up in the defense so well in this game with those saves and clears.
Oh no!
Incredible. 1 minute right now, and
could this be self-destruct?
I don't know, maybe, but the shots are just like going in for Maniacs, but like the accuracy, it's just completely absent. That could have been so many goals for Maniacs, but right now they're still down by 1 goal as they're struggling to find the target. It's gonna be Hoodie with an incredible shot, and Hoppity Hoy clearing this one away, and now Hoppity Hoy going for the follow, and it goes in. 2 goals lead against Maniacs. That is huge. Less than a minute left. I think Risky Business, they could rest for now because I think game 2 is gonna go for them.
What an amazing comeback from this team. This team from going a game down to now 3-1 up with 40 seconds left against one of the best teams. They've turned on. They have literally put everything in the tank. Oh, as Sketch has scored there with an assist from Swizz, and it's going to make the last half a minute very scary for the team that is hanging on for a win, that needs a win, that wants the win. Hobbsy Hoy, we see here, going for the ball against Sketch. A decent kickoff for both teams as Zoa hits it. Hooded now looking to attack as a miss from Mario. Maybe a call from Hobbsy Hoy. Oh, what? Must have been a call from Hobbsy Hoy. Hobbsy Hoy knew what he wanted to do. You can see there, Mario missed it. He must have had a call there. Must have had a call saying, this is mine from Hobbsy Hoy. Hobbsy Hoy plays it perfectly into the goal. Keeps that 2-goal cushion that they just lost. And with 21 seconds left, you would have thought that the second game point will be going to Risky Business.
A solo play against Maniacs. There's something that is seriously wrong with Maniacs in this game. They're having so many shots but can't really put the ball in target, and they're just looking so loose in the positioning. Everybody was like too far from each other. Even if there's like gonna be a mistake or a mistouch, nobody was gonna be able to follow it up and fix it up. But Risky Business, they take the second game, and that was just incredible how things have been turning upside down for Maniacs, and now we're tied up in the series 1-1. However, we're gonna go in a small break as a player about to try to fix a couple of technical issues related to the internet connection. So it's not gonna be very very long. We're gonna have to wait for like 5 minutes or even less actually. But that was a huge win for Risky Business. Like Karnos, they took Ego Maniacs to overtimes, but right now it's Risky Business like winning against Ego Maniacs by like 2 goals, and it has been still pushing, and that's just incredible. I don't think I've seen anything like that for Ego Maniacs to actually lose from a different team, and right now we're still tied up. It still could go either way around, but Risky Business, they're just looking way too good right now.
Yeah, definitely. Great play there from Risky Business. I have not seen Risky Business play this well in the end tournament. I've not seen them play as well all series. Absolutely amazing stuff from um from this Risky Business side, who at the start of the game you would have thought Egomaniacs has it. Egomaniacs probably just has that extra bit, but as we see, Risky Business are able to get those goals.
It's Rocket League, and it could be very, very unpredictable. And it's all about having the momentum. Like sometimes you could take your opponent very, very easily, and like maybe you don't really respect him that much, and that's where things could go downhill for you. So I think I don't think that was the case for EGMX because they didn't really have the lead in the second game, and it's like they were always trying to find some ways to respond back at Risky Business, and that's how Risky Business they had the advantage against them. So that's still again like I wasn't really expecting Risky Business to win against a team like Ego Minix. Like they looked so good the entire season, and they make it to the playoffs. And right now in the grand finals, and I wasn't really expecting such a moment or like even a win by like 2 goals. It was like sent to 1 goal at the end, but Risky Business they managed to get something else against Ego Maniacs, and they won like by 2 goals lead, and that's huge, honestly. But for Igam and X, are like not very very well positioned in the second game, and they're just like uh they're like in a really really weird spot. So it's like it's like I don't know, it's like solo duel for example. It's like everybody's like being way too far from each other's. Like sure, it's like you need to give some space for your teammates, but there's like a defender in the goal line, and there's like one in the far left side and one for the far right side. So it feels like nothing has been connecting, and also the double commits and those missed touches in the defense coming from Eager Maniacs. This is also not a really good sign, but I think both teams are like showing some signs of nerves, so that's where it could go either way around, and it's potentially could go like back and forth all the way to game 5, and who knows what will happen next. And we're back to continue the grand finals. We're tied up so far 1-1 in a best of 5 series. And right now we're about to start the third game of the series.
Yeah, all level at 1-1 so far this series. The first game going to Ego Maniacs. Second game rather nicely going to Risky Business as we see a shot on target and a bump there, which gives Sketch an open goal. A carbon copy of the first match, scoring exactly 10 seconds in. You see in this replay, Hooded absolutely hits Mario with the full force of a train out the way.
Yeah, it's like number 10 is like the magical number for Ego Maniacs. Like, this is the second time where they get a goal in 10 seconds only, and somebody gets bumped in the defense, and they could have an easy goal. And Sketch about to make it too, but couldn't really put the ball on target. And Zoa getting bumped into the ball. It's gonna be Happy Hoi following this one up. It's gonna be a solo play for now, and Zoa, his shot getting completely blocked, and Mario with the center ball. It's gonna be Happy Hoi having a clear shot, but Swizz is there to block it at the last moment, and that could have been the equalizer for Risky Business. They're just so quick to cover it up, and as the space was given, they're like so quick to fill up those spaces. And Swizz right now on the clear. It's gonna be Zoa, just waiting for the ball to bounce off the corner so he could bang it, and it's gonna be Hooded. Maybe taking some of this, maybe another dribble play. It's gonna be Happy Hoi putting this one down, and Risky Business, they're just playing it in the defense so far in this game. E-game and X, like, their offense is looking way better than the previous game, that's for sure. It seems like they switched to the dominance right now, so I think we can see more flashy plays. Except for Swizz, he's still playing. Oh, never mind, like 2 octaves, never mind. It's still Hooded who's still playing with the dominance.
A great hit there from Zoa. Zoa looking to push up to get that equalizing goal after going down so early on. As Hooded now, with that dominance that you were just saying about, tries to center it. Does manage to center it. Not good enough for an attack for Ego Maniacs as Hooded there stays with the ball. Is looking to do a dirty play on Mario, but Mario time as he saves the ball and now gets it out over to Swizz now. Swizz taking the ball up in the air, using the rest of his boost to have a shot. It was probably going on target, but Hooded there, wanting the glory, and was saving his teammate's shot. Is Sketch now with the shot.
Oh, what?
Another!
Oh, no way.
Shot.
Every shot. So many shots were like either on the crossbar, like on the post. It seems like it's 4v3, but the crossbar, like the post, is also playing for Risky Business, and so many shots were on target, but it's like few inches away. Like, especially in the previous game, that could have been easily won. Like, okay, it goes in and like nobody goes for it in the defense. That was a very weird moment for Ego Maniacs.
A great pass there from Mario, from Hobbsy Hoi. I don't think they quite realized. I don't think they realized that that pass was perfectly placed for the equalizing goal from Hobbsy Hoi.
We're halfway in, and it's low scoring so far, but a really nice passing play coming from Ego Maniacs as they go back on the lead. A clean pass off the wall to send it back to his teammate who was like in a better spot, and also he did getting bumped while he was trying to get a 50 on the walls. And that was a really quick answer to go back in the lead, and Swizz with an edgeable play, sending it to the backboard, and it almost went in, even though nobody was there to follow it up. And Ego Maniacs are like very well focused on the positioning right now. They're just not really forcing any offensive play to happen, so they just let it flow naturally, and I think that is working so well for Ego Maniacs as they just wait for the perfect moment. They just try their best, and they don't really have to push a bit too hard and forget about the defensive rotation. And the shot goes in, and Zoa equalizing this one up. Huge mismatch coming from Hoodie. Like, he thought it was gonna be safe, but Zoa like reading this so quickly, and he's able to put the ball on target. And 1 minute and a half, it's it's like it could go either way around, and that is so beautiful to see in the grand finals. Can Risky Business deliver an upset though? It's gonna be a mind game, but Sketch looking really calm in the defense, so didn't really panic.
Yeah, as I joined back after getting so excited for the first my whole headset. So that's why I went completely silent. I didn't know what was happening. As we have just a minute left between the two teams. Deadlocked.
Yet,
Oh, not deadlocked anymore. Just a minute left. And Egomaniacs taking a 3-2 advantage with a minute left. But we know how quickly Risky Business likes to respond to these goals.
like if you look at that play by Sketch, sure it was maybe a normal aerial goal, but the fact that he won the 50 and managed to have enough boost to help him to go for the follow, and especially for a high aerial, that's just incredible. It's like a solo play, but it was done right, and the boost management also looking on point, so that is also something worth mentioning about Sketch right now. And Hobbit with an anger shot coming in top corner to tie it up once again, and Risky Business, they're just not letting this one go at all.
A great shot there from Hoppity Hoy. 43 seconds left on the clock, and the scores are level at 2 apiece. Sorry, 3 apiece. As Zoa with the shot straight from kickoff, just hitting that left-hand side of the backboard there. Unable to get a shot away. On target, rather, should I say. Zoa now hits it up, only as far as Swizz. Swizz over to Sketch. Sketch looking to pass it into the middle. Middle trying to find Swizz, unable to do so. As Mario now goes up in the air against Hooded. Mario gets the better of that. Over to Zoa on that right-hand side. Zoa over to Hobbity Hoy. Hobbity Hoy centering it. Can Mario get up? Swizz is going to get there before and clears the danger momentarily as the clock goes down from 10. And the danger is now against Risky Business as the shot comes in and saved again by Hooded, his own player.
No way! Swizz back again with another crazy angle. Sketch passes it over and Swizz is able to turn his car around to put the ball in and just deny the overtime. And now it's gonna be 2-1 in the series. That is just huge. We saw Swizz pulling a play like that earlier off the walls, and right now, in like a 0-second moment, that's just crazy. Swizz has been stepping it up with those angles, and he's not stopping anytime soon. One game is all what it takes for Egomaniacs to 1 in the series, and I really don't know what else to say.
Yeah, what an amazing game that we've just seen there. Another very close game. All of these games have been so close. You've seen Mario doing amazing plays, Zoa, Hobbity Hoy. For the Risky Business side, whatever happens in the rest of this game, they have done themselves proud. They have played incredibly well, and I don't think anybody would have thought that Risky Business would be holding Egomaniacs so tightly in the final.
Exactly, like maybe game 1 was a bit shaky for Risky Business. Maybe they looked really nervous, but in the second or like third game, everything looked a bit better for Risky Business. But it's great to see how every player right now is like he's having his own role and showing up in some situations, like whether if it's like in defense, offense, or like maybe midfield control, or like maybe fantasy goals. Like everybody's showing up, and that is so great to see. Like everybody's like trying to have a name for themselves in the grand finals. And right now we're about to start the 4th game of the series, as we have Egomaniacs on the lead 2-1 in the series, and Risky Business, they need to win 2 games in a row, but Egomaniacs, they're in a big advantage right there.
Yeah, as you saw Mario running out of boost when he needed it the most. Now Swizz defending the ball only as far as Hobbity Hoy. Hobbity Hoy manages to get that curl around. Hooded's there with the save as Swizz now puts the pressures on over to Hooded. Hobbity Hoy managing to save it. This could end up with a goal for Egomaniacs as the shot comes in and a goal from Sketch.
No way, Sketch. Okay, it's not Swizz this time, but he gets a flip reset and he just perfectly timed to top corner as well, and that is a great way to start the second game. And this could be the last game for Ego Maniacs, but this is a great way to take the lead in a matter of 30 seconds only. Sketch pulls something really crazy, and he gets his second preset right now, but 3 players lined up in the defense, so you can't really get through all of them so easily, of course. And Risky Business, they have to respond back, and it's gonna be Hoodie. It's making it. It's 2-0. 2-0 for Ego Maniacs, and I wasn't expecting this at all. It was very close at the beginning, but right now it just looking maybe one-sided. That would be a nightmare, actually.
Yeah, the last game you did not want to see Risky Business fold. We've seen them play so well throughout these finals, and I want them to go down with a fight. I don't want them to fizzle out after playing
No way.
As Danger just cleared there for Risky Business, as Risky Business now trying to mount an... After being 2-0 down, Hobbity Hoy there with the 50-50. Getting the worst of that 50-50 as Hooded just bounces it nicely. Sketch trying to find the shot, unable to do so. Zoa now over to Mario. Mario trying to get the shot away, but a great save by Hooded there. Mario on target again, but unable to score again. As Zoa now unable to do anything with Swizz steaming down that his right hand side. Again, a little bit bump away and a massive mistake there.
No way. A mistake like that in the grand finals, you're already losing when it comes to how many games you have won in the series, and it was 2-0, and this is how you're gonna concede the third one. I think it's already over. It must be so difficult, and you can't really blame them. That 0-second goal in the previous game, that was like a stab in the heart. That is just so hard to get over. That could have been the overtime. That could help Risky Business to deliver an upset, and that's how it gets denied. And right now they're down by 3 goals. We still have good amounts of time in the clock, but it's like nothing is really been connected so far for Risky Business. Kind of looking like in the first game, but it's looking a bit worse in my opinion.
Yeah, and if you notice that mistake there came from the Risky Business player Mario. Mario, as we know, has had connection problems throughout this game and the finals already. So maybe it wasn't a fact of like just a pure mistake from the from the player. As you see, his ping frequently is going from amber to red. It may have just been a fact of his connection just isn't good enough.
Yeah, it's like, especially in a very important series you have right now, but it's 4-0 and it's already over for Ego Maniacs. A beautiful pass in the air from Sketch to Hooded, and Hooded's been able to get a clean shot on target as well. And it seems like accuracy is coming back for Ego Maniacs. We have seen the accuracy be completely absent in the previous games. They just have been shooting the ball at the post or like at the crossbar for so long, but right now everything seems to be looking good enough for Ego Maniacs. But that is so unfortunate for Risky Business. We could have seen a crazy upset that nobody was seeing it was gonna be coming, but right now we still have 2 minutes left, and Hoppity Hoy takes a shot on target. Not even, okay, a pre-flop will be saved, and Hooded barely making the contact and keeping his opponent scoreless, and Mario can't really get the touch, but Hoppity Hoy, he finally gets what he wanted earlier.
Comeback time.
Who knows, but 1 minute and 40 seconds left. It's really difficult for Risky Business. This one just stings so hard, especially after like that 0-second goal coming from Ego Maniacs in the previous game. That must have been so difficult for Risky Business to shake that one off, and it just, especially the start in this game, like they were done by 2 goals so quickly, and Hoppity Hoy having okay, it goes in. I thought it was gonna be off the post, but 2 goals right now, it's kinda looking maybe more possible for a comeback for Risky Business.
The great escape that Risky Business need. Risky Business there. Just hanging on by a thread. Risky Business have to play the rest of this game absolutely pinpoint perfectly. They need a goal. They need a goal soon. They cannot afford to get any rotations wrong, any shots wrong. As a shot comes in there from Mario and Hooded with the save. As Hooded now turning defense into attack, trying to play Zoa, unable to do so. Zoa manages to get it away. Zoa looking to get a hit over to Hobbity-Hoy. Hobbity-Hoy misjudges that, and Swizz on the attack now. Swizz going to hit it against the backboard, hoping to find Sketch. Find Sketch. Sketch unable to get a shot away, should I say. But it's still in his possession as we sit with 45 seconds left in the game. A great shot, just hitting the back bar, and the other player unable to get to it. Sketch trying to waste as much time as possible in those areas. Hobbity-Hoy a little bit hesitant to come out when no one was theirs. Zoa's going to have to come up for that 30 seconds left, and they need 2 goals. As a shot on target, and it was a save from Hoodie.
It's going to be off the backboard, and now Zoa with a follow, and again off the walls, just 2 shots. They have been a mess, and Hoodie delivering the final nail on the coffin. 3 goals lead in 17 seconds, and it's already over. There's no way of coming back on this one, but it just the pressure that has been insane at the last few seconds of this game. You can see that Maniacs, they're like killing some time as much as possible. They're just trying their best to control it, even though that's not going to be resulting in anything productive. But as long as it's going to be away from their opponent's head, that's going to be safe. And you can see that Swizz already celebrating his moment, and Swizz maybe with a block, and the ball is still alive. And we're about to wait for the final play to be happening. Hobbity-Hoy keeping the ball alive, and still can be played out, and it's gonna be hitting the ground. And GG's and well played. Congrats for Maniacs. There is no trophy to left, but there is a prize to collect. That was amazing. They did put the hard work in this, and it pays off so well. And risky business. That was an incredible result, making it to the grand finals, and also putting a good pressure against Maniacs. That's just a huge moment, but a very unfortunate loss for them because of those technical issues. But everything else looked so good, and once again, congratulations for Maniacs for placing the first and winning the championship of Ligaraketa Season 4. That has been the longest season ever. I think it lasted for like 4 months, and it finally comes to conclusion. And honestly, I was expecting Maniacs. Like, you could have like possibly heard me talking about this so many times before in predictions. Like, they definitely can be winning the entire championship.
Yeah, an amazing performance there from Maniacs, the only team to be as dominant. Really, they ended up 5 points clear at the end of all of that, and Maniacs 14 wins throughout this competition, 1 draw, 1 loss. The draw was against Kool-Aid, a team that just missed out on those playoff positions, but an amazing feat from Risky Business, who were 3rd and managed to take on a team in Maniacs that I honestly thought could have been very one-sided, but Risky Business showed what they were about, had amazing games today, and made the competition what it was. Risky Business deserved to get in the final and deserved all of what they've got.
I think also Mario proved that console players aren't bad, and he's like not the usual console player that you get to see sometimes in ranked games when you solo queue. He's like one of the best console players I have ever seen, and he's like definitely the MVP most of times. He's always there to capitalize, always there to clear the ball, and everything else just looked so good. Mario has definitely been my favorite player ever since I just started casting for ligaraketa, which was like months ago. And it was also one of my favorite teams to cast. But I think since Maniacs won the championship, I think we're gonna have like maybe an interview with the players. I'm not sure if that's gonna be right now or like maybe it's gonna be another day. But I would love to hear what they have to say as the competition is finally over, and I would love to hear what was really going on in the comms and everything else. I would love to hear it from the players.
Yeah, hopefully we can get that sorted. We will be going over for that interview in the next few moments, so just bear with us. I think we need. Hello.
Hello.
Well, well. What a game, guys. What a game. I think, firstly, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Secondly, when you went 1-0 up and Risky Business got one back, were you scared?
Nope.
No.
No? Nothing at all.
Nah.
No.
Okay, I have also a question for you guys. Like, were you guys like freestyling in the competition, or just your mechanics
Yes.
happen to be so good?
We were freestyling.
And that's absolutely insane. You guys are like freestyling in a serious competition. And what about the Cubs though? Like, were you guys just chilling? Because it looked like you guys were like messing around in so many situations, like getting aerial pinches and all, and also those angles, Wiz. You get to explain them, like especially that 0-second goal you got, and that have definitely ended it all for Risky Business and destroyed their hopes. And what were the Cubs like during that moment?
Sketch wasn't in comms with us.
What?
Wow.
You guys are like so chill and like not even having like comms or anything else, but you guys are still doing a really good job with the positioning and rotation though. So that was incredible. Like you guys are like still having it like having fun times and just not really stressing or anything else. So that's just incredible how you guys have been so good in the competition. And honestly, I've been calling it like maybe from the beginning that you guys would definitely be winning. And if anything else, it would be Team Black Diamond. But unfortunate end for them. They didn't even make it to the grand finals. But once again, GG's and well played, guys. Congrats for winning. And do you guys like have
Thank
any
you.
plans to maybe stay together and play as a team for the next competition? Because obviously it's not going to be over, and we can have more events with more prize pool, of course, and newer teams and newer rosters, of course. So, are you guys like having any plans to stick together or like maybe change things up?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we'll see.
So being so dominant in this league this season, you've swept so many teams aside. You have played so well throughout the whole thing. Is there any teams that worried you? Any teams that maybe you thought these are actually quite good, or were you just able to chill effectively?
Karnos at the beginning, but still, I don't know. Yeah.
What about the team Kool-Aid? Because they're the only team really to take any points off of you with that 2-2 draw earlier in the season.
What team?
Kool-Aid. I can't say their full name because I can't pronounce it.
Yeah, I was streaming in middle of it, and I don't know, I was lagging a lot as well. But yeah, they are good, I guess.
Fantastic. And we do have the other team captain here, Zoa, for Team Risky Business. Zoa, can I bring you in and ask you, getting so far in the competition, like at this, when I first started casting for you and started watching, I honestly didn't think you would be able to get to the point that you were at. What changed from the league games to the playoff games to make you a much better, much stronger team than what we've seen?
I don't know, man. We just practiced a little bit, and that's it. Nothing much to say.
And when you won your first playoff game, did you feel that you could go all the way to the final and do something?
We felt pretty good today, but internet connection from our teammate Mario was very bad, and I think that's the reason. I mean, Ego Maniacs are a really good team, and they're faster than us, but we had a strat and we could pull it off, but internet connection fucked it all up, and that's it.
Was the mistake from your console player, I forget his name off the top of my head, Mario,
Yeah.
was his mistake due to his connection when we were watching, or was that just
Yeah.
unlucky?
He had very bad connection, and that's it. He missed slow balls and stuff. I don't
And
know.
when you
I'll
equalised in the second game, so you went
Yeah.
1-0 down and you equalised, did you have hope?
Yeah, of course. We found a strat. We talked about the first game, how we lost and why, and I think we had a chance to win, a really good one. But as I said, internet connection was really bad, and I think that's what I don't know, man.
Yeah, that was so unlucky for you guys. I was really looking for better plays, but just those technical issues made it more difficult to continue.
Yeah.
But honestly, I wasn't really expecting you guys to make it to the grand finals. I mean,
What the fuck?
risky
Why?
business. Your team has been definitely my first favorite team when I started casting for ligaraketa. Ever since I watch you guys playing against Eagles, I really started liking your playstyle and everything else. Like you guys were so consistent, always punishing your opponents for the smallest mistakes in the defense. And before like the playoffs, like you guys know that Ega and X are like definitely the best team out there. Like
Yeah.
when it comes to those stats and like also the records. So. Was there like anything else that you guys wanted to change about your playstyle before you get to play against them, or you just like maybe had to just play it normally and not to be
No,
nervous?
we just started first game playing normally like we always do, and then after the first game we had a strat, and I I think we could win, but as I said like 5 times, internet connection was, I don't know, crucial for
Yeah,
the loss.
yeah, that was
But we had we had our chance, and I don't know,
And
unlucky.
yeah. Do
Zoa,
you,
what's your plans for next season? You gonna go again, try and push that little bit further to grab the victory, or are you thinking something
We
else?
haven't talked about the next season. We will see. I don't know.
all
Everything
right?
is possible.
Yeah, I mean that was a really good run. Either ways, like make it
Yeah,
to the grand finals and also winning a game against Ego Maniacs. I think that is it's still like a great accomplishment, and I would love to see more of you guys playing in the next season. Not sure if you guys like uh, having plans to continue playing at Liga Raketa and just maybe even sticking together like as a team and just maybe try to improve because honestly, you guys have great potentials. And once again, nobody was expecting you guys to make it to the grand finals. Everybody was like saying a team like Diamond would be the better team, but you guys actually like beat them, and
yeah,
that was just incredible. And I was like, we could see an upset, and maybe even Risky Business could win against EGMX. But GG's though, and that's once again that was very lucky for your teammate to have like technical issues to go through, especially in a very important game. And
yeah. Unlucky.
yeah, do you have like anything else to say or like about
Congratulations to Egomaniacs. Good game, and that's it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for casting. Thank Thanks Nanji. He's the best admin, and I don't know, of this liga
yeah, and
or league.
also thank you guys as well for coming in the interview. It was great to hear from you guys what you think and talk about the games and all. I think we're gonna have more interviews hopefully in the next season because we have been talking about that as well. Like maybe for a couple of weeks, but it's always great to have the spotlight on the players and just hear what they have to say. And honestly, it was a great time casting and seeing everybody else playing here. Like I've been casting for so long, and it's a very long season. And I wasn't really expecting a tournament to last that long, but I would like to give a huge shout out for Nenji and Sleeps. Like Sleeps actually DM'd me on Steam, and he said that since like he knows that I'm also into casting, and also he sent me a message on Steam saying that they need a caster, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna do it. And that's how I found out about Ligaraketa and how I joined the casting and everything else. And honestly, it's a great time. It has been so long, and right now it just ends. And honestly, like really gonna miss seeing you guys playing. Like it has been like 2 weeks break, and I saw like a really good action right there. Met a lot of amazing people out there as well, like the players, everything else. Everybody else seemed to be really, really friendly. And also, Beasley Steven, thank you so much as well for joining in the casting with me and just make it a lot of more entertaining and just having more things to talk about. What else do you like have to say before we end the stream right now?
Yeah, it's been absolutely amazing since I've joined Liga Rocketa as part of the casting crew with you, Ryder. It's been so fun. We've been able to laugh and not take it seriously, but still have fun about it. And to see teams like Maniacs, like Risky Business, and then other teams that we've seen throughout. One of my favorites being Eagles, even though maybe they shouldn't be, but they are. We've been able to enjoy so much content and so many great plays that this is definitely a league that's going to be bigger and bigger every season. But all I can say is congratulations to the Egomaniacs team, who have played almost faultless all season and has played extremely well, and a Risky Business side who have come second in this tournament. And when I first started casting, wasn't 100% sure if they'd even be able to reach the top six, let alone take Egomaniacs, one of the best teams, to the final. It's been absolutely amazing, and the experience as well. And I'm gonna thoroughly enjoy when we come back for the next season.
Yeah, I would love to be involved in more projects really from Liga Rocketa. Honestly, that was an amazing time. Thank you guys, everybody else, the players, the production team, Nenji, Sleeps, and also you, basically Steven, for giving like great times to cast as well. And that was just incredible. And kind of sad to see the journey ends right there because I really can't wait to have more things coming from Liga Rocketa. But the season is over, but that doesn't mean we're not going to be having any more events. We're definitely going to have one coming very, very soon. So, once again, I have been Rydro. I have been casting with Beasley Steven. Once
Yeah.
again, thanks to Nenji and Sleeps for being great admins and all. And I hope you guys have a good day. Take care of yourself, and hopefully, I'm going to see you guys again in the next tournament. So, peace out.